Today, the past few days, our family have been reading the book of Matthew, and we're learning a lot of things. Jesus speaking in this gospel primarily to a Jew audience, and we can see how it still speaks to us today and with the same power for our life. Because the Jew had become very religious that they forgot the meaning of what they were doing. And today also we have become very religious, so religious that we do things and we don't even measure the implication. The verse that drew our attention particularly was Matthew chapter 18, where Jesus said, if another believer sin against you, go and see him privately, deal with the situation. And if that person listens to you, you will have win him. And this is so impressive as Christian, how many problems we have, how many offense we have undealt with among us, how many situations we have between brother and sister. This speaks to us today. And interestingly, the passage just before talks about the parable of the lost sheep. And the passage after that, that means from verse 21, it talks about the unforgiving debtor. And we see that in the middle, we have Jesus calling us. If our brother have a problem against us, we should go and try to deal with the situation. You see, Jesus here is not just trying to go and deal with the situation with our brother because he wants to find who is right, who is wrong. We see the lost sheep that can be brought back by the shepherd. But we also see the unforgiving debtor right after that, who was forgiven and who need to learn to forgive his brother and his sister. We go to see our sister. It is not just to prove that we are right and he is wrong, but we want to actually bring back our relationship between our brethren. We want to reconcile ourselves with each other and reconcile ourselves with God. The reconciliation, the relationship with God is more important than whatever is going on. The relationship is more important than any other thing. And I believe it is important when we go to our brother, we go to our sister, we have that in mind. That we are not just going to remove the speck from the eye of our brother, but we need to first deal with the plank in our own eye before going to address the situation with our brother. Because when we go, we need to be able to recognize our own limitation, our own faults. And if we start doing this, you have less brothers and sisters coming and telling about others how they are so wicked. And these things shouldn't happen among us. Listen to people talking about how his brother or his sister is bad. It shows that there is something wrong, something that is not being dealt properly. And we need to encourage our brothers and sisters to go back to the scripture. Just Jesus was teaching, go to your brother, go to your sister, go and win him back if you can. Go and try, not just go and tell him how wicked he was, or not just going and telling him how you are right and he is wrong, not just going to show up our self-righteousness, but going because we want to win our brother back, like the lost sheep, going because we are like this debtor who was forgiven his debt, and we're going to forgive and release also forgiveness for our brother and sister. And I believe this is the basic principle for every one of us as Christians in this season where God is doing things new.